In understanding the content of Isaiah chapter 51, the most important thing is to distinguish who is speaking. According to Isaiah chapter 51, there are two people's words. One said Isaiah without quotation marks, and the other said with quotation marks. Therefore, the discourse of Isaiah chapter 51 is divided into two parts, which are said by two people. The first to the third, the ninth to the 11th, and the 17th to the 21st are spoken by one person. And there are no quotation marks in those three parts. The rest of the words have quotation marks, which is obviously different from those without quotation marks. We can easily judge from the quoted words in Isaiah chapter 51, which are the words of God. So who said the words without quotation marks? Of course, it should be Isaiah's own words. So, what did Isaiah say? What is he going to tell us? Let's look at what Isaiah said. Listen to me, you who pursue righteousness and who seek the Lord. Look to the rock from which you are cut, and to the quarry from which you are hewn. Look to Abraham, your father, and to Sarah, who gave you birth. When I called him, he was but one, and I blessed him and made him many. That was Isaiah's teaching to the Israelites. He let the Israelites listen to his words, and let the Israelites remember the child rook. Remember your ancestor Abraham, and Sarah who gave birth to you, and when Abraham was alone. Isaiah's teaching, which is difficult for us to understand, either call him and bless him. When did Isaiah call Abraham? When did he bless Abraham? But judging from the passage in Isaiah, he does say that Isaiah called Abraham and Isaiah blessed Abraham. According to this passage, Isaiah asked the Israelites to remember the things. First, to remember the rock that was charred out and the cave that was dug out. Second, remember Abraham and Sarah. Third, when I remember Abraham alone, I called him and blessed him. Why does he want us to think about this? What's he going to tell us through this? If we look back on the history of the Israelites in the Bible, we will find that one person's actions are very consistent with that Isaiah said. This person is the Lord. At the oaks, when Abraham was alone, the Lord called him and blessed him, and promised Sarah to have children. As we have said before, the Lord who can fix people is Jesus Christ. Then it is certain that Jesus Christ was the one who called Abraham. In that case, Isaiah is Jesus Christ. In addition, where did Isaiah ask the Israelites to remember that the hewn rock and the dark cave were the deeds of the angel of God, or the Lord who made Moses shine? They were miracles that led the Israelites out of Egypt. For Isaiah was the messenger who led the Israelites out of Egypt. So let's make it clear. Is Isaiah pointing to himself or to others?